Hello everyone, this is Callie with the Cosmic Haven Tarot, here to give you your bi-weekly money reading. So I know there's been a lot going on in the world right now. We had the lunar eclipse, and then we have Mercury retrograde starting on Monday, which is going to be very exciting, very unraveling, as Mercury retrograde is wont to do. And then we have the solar eclipse on the 8th of April. So here is a reading for the next 2 weeks. So that's going to include Mercury retrograde, and that's going to include the solar eclipse, and probably, some of the residue from the lunar eclipse naturally. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share it with friends, and thank you so much for listening. So let's get started with the New Era Elements Tarot. So first and foremost, we got exploration. So, and what is that? I'm getting Star Trek stuck in my head right now. I can't remember the quote, but I'm just getting Star Trek. So it's really going beyond our comfort zone, beyond what we are used to, a journey into the unknown. And this is for financial pursuit. So perhaps you are taking a new class on maybe budgeting or marketing, something like that, or a deep collaboration with people. This is a new venture for you. There is a lot of doors opening up, and it's going to integrate you into the community. If you are a business owner, if you are somebody who just works and enjoys your job and enjoys your career, and that's really your purpose, then perhaps it's maybe a career advancement or a new opportunity to expand upon that. So maybe if you take some classes or workshops, you get paid more at your job, you learn something new, a little bit more responsibility, and who doesn't love that, okay? But you are up to the challenge, all right? So lots of new things happening, lots of new collaborations I'm seeing, and that's going to be fantastic. And then we've got the Tower. So this is really testing your beliefs and really a sense of self-worth and how you are going to work together as a collective. For a lot of you, I've seen that you have been more in this hermit mode, more isolated. However, it's really time to branch out even beyond what is your inner circle and learn how to trust people more, learn how to trust yourself more. You're going to pick the right people. You've done the work, you've shed the layers, and now it's to expand beyond this comfort zone. So perhaps your circle's, about 8 feet in circumference around you. And now you're going to extend it to 16 feet. And that's really a stretch. And it's scary because at times you're going to have to be vulnerable and say, I don't know what I'm doing. And really, especially with Mercury retrograde, be mindful of your communication and pause and take a step back when you need to and reintegrate. So, and especially those of you, who I'm seeing have had issues with collaborating with people in the past, maybe some people took your business ideas, or maybe somebody at work, was feeding off your energy and really undermining you and undercutting you at times so they could advance in their career while you fell back. But it's really about opening up and learning from that experience and forgiving yourself. Like, do a deep forgiveness meditation for all the pain. And there is that sense of shame and that sense of guilt, perhaps because you allowed this to happen to you. But once you start forgiving yourself, and forgiving the other person, then just visualize, take this meditation and really plant the seeds of trust within yourself. So maybe go into your heart center and just like imagine this garden in there and plant these little seeds of trust that are going to blossom for you. And then whoever it is you are working with, plant these seeds of trust and allow them to blossom and flourish. And that's really going to harmonize and stabilize your relationships at work, all right? And the Chariot in reverse. So for some of you, like, this is Mercury retrograde, okay? It's going to be a slowdown, and that's okay because you want to have that slower pace, expect delays, so you can really be in that right mindset and really be in alignment with that which you desire. And you can do the inner work rather than rushing forward, especially you fire signs and you air signs, rushing forward, taking charge without really going and taking a step back and seeing, okay, what is it I really need to do right now? Making this game plan, setting this foundation. And it's really about taking that step back, not only to set this foundation, but to do the inner work to develop trust for yourself and develop trust for others. So really relish in this pause and in this slowdown and be okay with it. And then we've got this Mother of Water. So when you take time to pause, and for a lot of you, and I said this in an air sign video as well, that's on my TikTok channel. So especially for you air signs, go near water, go meditate, go ground yourself and allow your emotions to integrate and release. All right, you are not your emotions. Those are just things that flow past you that give you signs and signals as to, disruptions or things that will bring you joy and fulfillment. So really taking time to develop this emotional intelligence and really mother and nurture yourself during this slowdown period. And for you fire signs, I know this is going to be difficult, especially because we're in Aries season and you Aries just want to go out full force, but allow the emotions to be there, allow this sense of compassion, this sense of softness, and that's going to help develop stronger relationships too, because for some of you, this is I'm getting a lot of fire and air right now. So for a lot of fire and air signs, you guys have been charging forth so readily that it's coming to the point where you're being abrasive and perhaps being too much in this unhealthy masculine energy, too aggressive. Whereas if you take a step back and allow softness to flow through, people will understand and feel your passion, but they will also sense that you genuinely have compassion and want to work to build something together, rather than just taking the reins and taking control and just being this die-hard control freak, being able to let go and flow and really work together as a community. And then we've got the Emperor. So really, once we get this established, and I'm feeling like it's really this integration and these patterns are going to be so heavy in the first week of Mercury retrograde. But by this second week of Mercury retrograde, so the week of the solar eclipse, it's going to be ready. So you're going to be standing in your power and knowing when to be hard and be firm, but also when to have that compassion, okay, and that softness. And really, for a lot of you, this might be public speaking engagements, or especially when you embark upon these new endeavors, you are going to have that sense of control. It's going to be that healthy masculine energy, that healthy, I know what I need to do, I need to stand firm, I need to be confident in myself, because the aggressive nature denotes a lack of confidence because you are just being pushy. But when you are calm and when you are standing grounded in yourself and you've processed these emotions and these feelings, you can really be that center, be in charge, and have this sense of control without having this sense of tight control. So it's like you are gently holding the reins instead of choking the horse. All right. And then we've got deception. So be on the lookout. And this was is for especially water signs, but also air signs. Yeah, and I mean, I'm getting those two, but the signs all around as well, but especially those two. Really be on the lookout for people who do not have your best interest at heart. Keep your plans tucked close to your heart, okay? And watch what you say around people who you've developed this inner sense of trust, so you know who's there for you and who's not going to be there for you. And a lot of people are seeing that you are riding high, you've done the work, and karma is coming, all this good karma is coming in because the universe wants you to reap these rewards. However, some people are just going to use that and take advantage of that situation, all right? So be on the lookout. But with this Emperor energy, I'm getting the sense where you will know who to trust and who not to trust. And I don't know if you heard that, but there was just an alarm going off. So really be on the lookout. Allow that alarm to be a sign. When you hear that alarm in your head, trust it, okay? And just keep to yourself, set your boundaries, walk away from those who are not serving you. And daughter of the earth. So really, you guys are going to not necessarily receive abundance these next 2 weeks and through Mercury retrograde. You're going to receive a little bit. It's like a little taste of the buffet before you get it. But you're going to get messages. You're going to get people who want to collaborate with you on the healthiest of levels, and start setting up and developing these business connections and these work connections where you can really get paid. So a lot of you, it might be you guys, rather than, I mean, and not that you don't make friends with those at your level, but you also make friends with your managers and higher ups. So people are going to start messaging you about new opportunities for you to expand income. So be on the lookout for those messages of future plans in store for you. So after Mercury retrograde, those are going to come in. But right now it's just really the planning period and people being like, oh, I like this person a lot. Let's work it. And oppression. So a lot of you in the area where you are right now haven't really been getting the appreciation that you are worthy and deserving of. And it's not even higher management who really doesn't appreciate you. It's people either who work under you or who might work alongside you that really just don't appreciate you and want to bring you down. So be on the lookout, keep your guard up, keep your energy up, and just walk away from the drama. Especially walk away from the drama, like walk away from the constant gossip, because that's really going to ensnare you and bring down your vibration and hinder things that you would like to manifest within your reality. So some people might just be a little bit petty, and that's okay. That's their journey, but you don't have to live that path, okay? You can walk away and just live a peaceful life, and that's totally fine, all right? And by the end of these 2 weeks, you are really going to have this emotional mastery. And this is also tied in with the Emperor. So really having this sense of self, being able to be compassionate, but also be logical at the same time. So yeah, you might have these emotions and you might have these feelings, but you don't let them undermine or deter your relationships you have with people, and even the people who may be deceptive or may be trying to bring you down. You don't have any ill will towards them. You understand that, okay, that's just where they are on this journey, and I'm going to forgive them and I'm going to let them go. And really that's freeing them so they can do their work, and it's also freeing you so you can continue to expand. And for our Oracle card, we got the Kali Oracle deck, because she just wants to burn some stuff in Aries season, and that is totally fine. So we got Kali Mahamaya. So look at that. And this is really about diving deep. So really allowing yourself to be that lotus flower and coming through all this darkness and all this, shit. And it's really about, the environment you are in right now, allowing it to inspire growth within you. So you might be in a darker environment and you might be a bright and sunny person who is just like the people around you might not be for your best interest, but allowing that to inspire you to grow and inspire you to move forward, because when you are living your happiest life, and it's like you want to help them so much, you are such a kind and compassionate person, you want to help them. However, you see that the only way to help them is by proving that you can be happy regardless of what they're doing, and that you can move forward regardless of what they're doing, and use this as fuel to your fire, and not even like oh, I'm going to prove you wrong type fire. I'm going to prove everybody wrong, because that's more desperate. It's more like, okay, I'm going to live my purpose. I'm going to be happy and totally detached from all your baggage, and if you want to come along, great. And they're going to see that, and they're going to be like, okay, well, I see you, I see you're happy, and I want to do that. And when people ask, how did you get to where you are, and you're like, I'm just being happy, I'm just following my bliss, I'm following what fulfills me, and keeping naysayers out of my head, keeping them out of my ear, and keeping them out of my life. And they're going to start following that. They're going to be inspired, and so it's going to be a glorious ripple effect, okay? Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful next 2 weeks. Take care.